In this lecture, Clemens Gróf teaches the concept of servitization.
Hello everyone and welcome to another POM mini lecture video. In this video I will describe the concept of servitization and I will provide you a definition. It will be discussed why the topic of servitization becomes for traditional manufacturing organizations ever more important, what the strategic implications are and what it means for their operations. And we will have a look at examples from industry. So let's get right into it. Under servitization, we understand the shift in companies' strategic orientation and product offering towards a focus on services. This process can be described with three phases. In the first initial stage, the company fully focuses on the core product. In the next stage, the company is providing the product plus related services as added value for the customer. In the final and third stage of servitization, organizations provide integrated bundles of products and services. Here we talk about so-called product service systems. Customers do not pay for the physical product anymore. They rather pay for the function provided through the physical product. I am going to provide you definitions for two terms are used. First, servitization. Servitization is the tendency of manufacturing firms to sell services and solutions rather than just the products. I'm also going to define product service systems, since a large part of the literature on servitization is discussing them. A product service system is a special manifestation of servitization. A product service system are products and services combined in a system to deliver required user functionality in a way that reduces the impact on the environment. Servitization and product service systems can be observed in many industries. One example is the railway industry. Alstom offers service packages named Train Life Services. The manufacturer commits to provide serviceable trains throughout the contract period, and the customer pays for the services per traveled distance of the trains. Another example for servitization are Xerox workplace solutions. Xerox offers various services related to printing, as for example cloud data management. The printer is only one element in the whole system of provided services. However, the most prominent example is the aviation industry, in particular power by the hour offered by Rolls-Royce. Engines require expensive services throughout their service life. Original equipment manufacturers, OEMs, saw an opportunity in this market and shifted their strategic focus on services. This is also reflected in their sales strategy. Engines are sold or leased way under the list price, and bigger revenue is generated with the related services sold. The services are often sold in bundles, and the customer pays for them per flown hour. Hence, power by the hour. The focus on service offerings can be seen when having a look into the financial report of Rolls-Royce. The aero engine division generates 60% of the revenue with services. You might wonder why organizations like Rolls-Royce are shifting away from their core competences in manufacturing and rather focus on services. There are several good reasons for this. First of all, services provide increased customer value. It is, for example, an enormous advantage if an airline does not have to take care of engine maintenance anymore. Services also lead to a closer interaction with the customer, making it easier to understand the customer needs. Further on, by providing product-related services, companies get access to operational data. Aero engine manufacturers use operational data to make predictions about the condition of the engine and avoid potential interruptions of the flight schedule. Hence, increase the value of the service. Selling services can improve the financial performance of the organization. Companies can achieve a more stable cash flow since revenue is generated throughout the life cycle of a sold unit. This enables companies also to increase the return on investment. It is way harder to change the service provider than simply replacing the product. Hence, services can be a barrier to competition. Product-related services can be a unique selling point and therewith serve as differentiation to other market offerings. And, last but not least, servitization also has ecological implications. If an airline pays for the availability of the engine and the manufacturer commits to it, the engine manufacturer is interested in keeping the engine in service with as little need for spare parts and maintenance as long as possible in order to reduce costs. Therewith, the ecological impact is reduced. However, with increasing focus on services, the company also faces several challenges. In a product service system, the customer pays only for the function, as in the example of the aero engine, for the flown hours. The manufacturer remains owner. This makes them responsible for the engine throughout the life cycle, including costs for maintenance and disposal. This is challenging for the manufacturer because they have to estimate the costs before the services are sold. As already mentioned, services lead to a closer interaction with the customer. The customer becomes part of the operational processes of a manufacturer and can disrupt them. This requires well-coordinated procedures. Another challenge is that companies often have to establish a network of service providers to provide the service. This network of providers needs proper management. Servitization has significant implications for companies' operations. Digitalization plays a key role in the context of servitization. Digital technologies make efficient operations for the service provision possible and are often the enabler for the provision of new services. Through servitization, manufacturing companies find themselves in a network of customers and partnering companies. With new digital technologies, an efficient real-time communication between all stakeholders is possible. In this video, the access to operational data was already mentioned. With the increasing number of sensors installed in, for example, aero engines, and the connection of the product with communication networks, the operational data can be processed close to real time. The application of data analytics to this operational data enables prediction of potential malfunctions and requirements for repair. This was it, an introduction to servitization and product service systems. After watching this video lecture, you should be aware of the benefits of servitization for the provider and the customer, the implications for the operations of the provider, and the role of digitalization in this context. I hope you learned something new today. Servitization is a central aspect of present-day economy. Goodbye.